This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I'm here with scientist Danny Sussman.
Hey, Amy.
And scientist Brian Pierce.
Well, hello, everyone.
And before we get into our food experiences of the week, just going to give you a brief rundown. We are going to talk about, we had a sneak peek into the Blizzard of the Month. There's new limited edition Oreos. And we had some international treats from a local store. So stay tuned.
This is a big week.
But yeah, what are your food experiences, guys?
Well, this week I was just roaming around my office, at work, like one does.
Because it's a big palatial office, you can roam around.
Yeah.
That sounds vaguely like either it's like free range or it's kind of like the zoo, like where
it depends on the day.
You look free, but you're really not.
No comment on that. But you see things when you walk around. And
this is not getting better.
Yeah, well, I saw a coworker who had a jar of peanut butter and a spoon, and she was just going to town.
Oh, that's good.
And, I appreciate that because
that's like my dad's go-to snack.
Oh yeah, a peanut butter fan that I am. I was like, wow, you're more dedicated than I am. Like now, and I'm not going to say like, whoa, people just eat peanut butter out of the jar with a spoon. No, because Friday nights happen for me, and that's
seriously, that's like it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was growing up. Although I have a question about your coworker.
Yeah.
Although I will say, like, I am not a fan of office pranks.
Mm-hmm.
But was it natural peanut butter?
It was Skippy Creamy.
Okay, that's too bad. Because one of the things that happened in my dad's house growing up is they, now it's like the fancy peanut butter that separates, right? But back then it was the cheap peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that, everyone in the family would snack on like a spoonful. So one of the brothers, as a prank, poured off the fat that had separated and just left the other stuff. So when the others...
So the nut part.
Yeah, when they came through to get their spoonful, they just got like the dried out, like...
Oh no! It would still be good though.
No, it's still peanut butter. No, one of my favorite ways to have peanut butter as a snack, which I'm sure many of our listeners enjoy too, is putting it on celery.
Oh, no.
The celery gives a nice wet crunch so that the peanut butter doesn't dry out your mouth.
Now, next you're going to say you put raisins on.
No, I do not.
That's what I was going for.
I've never heard of raisins on the log.
Ants on a log.
Past tense. I had never heard of that until I was an adult.
I mean, that's fine because no one needs to know about that.
And I'm going to tell you, peanut butter is so much better in celery than cream cheese.
Hey, Amy.
Cream cheese and celery is horrible.
That argument.
Yeah.
Host.
Yes, I know.
I would buy that peanut butter is better than cream cheese on celery, but celery is still awful.
Yeah,
Celery's wonderful.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's like water that's gone bad and hard.
It's
also,
crunchy
when
water.
I want to floss my teeth, I'll just floss my teeth. I don't need like that.
My grandma used to strip the stringy stuff out of the celery.
She was probably a host too.
Okay, so back to my coworker though. Let's get away from that.
Yeah.
And
So I made a comment about her eating the peanut butter out of the jar, and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sad because I don't have my work jar. It's gone. Like she ate it all." And I'm like, "But that you have that." And she's like, "No, this is my travel jar." Which I love that.
Yes.
So she just goes around with peanut butter and a spoon wherever she goes.
She just keeps peanut butter in her purse or her bag for travel.
So good job, Sadie. I'm giving you a shout out for that.
Yeah.
It's much better than the coworker that just bites string cheese.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
No.
Yeah, so I rewarded this behavior because we found out about the Blizzard of the Month for August early.
How
did you find out?
So here's how we found out. Is, I do appreciate, Brian, that you make it sound like we had this special exclusive.
We did.
I was just driving home,
and
I drove by, which I think I've long said my Dairy Queen is the best Dairy Queen.
I like it.
And because we actually talked to the owner, but the new Blizzard of the Month came out, and it's so good that they put up the posters on 3 sides of it. So I was just driving by, and I saw the giant poster, and I literally slammed on the brakes.
There were skid marks behind his car.
Brian saw my car. It was like barely in a parking.
At an angle, kind of in the street still.
It was barely. I just like pulled up at the next piece of curb I saw.
In front of a fire hydrant.
It was not in front of a fire hydrant. The rest of it is basically true. But being the good friend I am, I will say this. It was 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, a little after even.
Yeah,
a little bit after.
And I messaged Brian, and I was like, "Hey, Brian, time to break some rules."
Yeah, and he said, "Get your butt over here," or something like that.
I believe I might have not used the word butt.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah,
but it was that same area, and I sent him a picture of the Blizzard of the Month sign, and so the Blizzard of the Month is Reese's Outrageous.
Yes,
the Blizzard of August.
Of August.
The
Yes.
month of August, and it's not quite August yet.
So when this comes out, you still have a little bit of time to wait, but it's going to be worth the wait.
It was peanut butter.
It's Reese's Pieces, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and peanut butter sauce. And I'm trying to say, what day was that?
I think it was, the 24th?
Yeah, I mean, it was not even
early.
close to it.
It wasn't even like a day or two early. We've seen that before. But
And when we saw the manager, we were like, went with the Blizzard of the Month early, and he just had this grin that was like, he just goes, yeah. Because it's so like, when you have one like that.
I mean, it's amazing. If you like peanut butter, you are going to love
this. This is one you don't think adding anything to it would make it better.
You don't
it's just
need to.
Good, yeah.
You could add banana to it. We didn't try
When
it.
I thought about chocolate.
Oh,
you could add coffee.
Brian, would you add sprinkles?
Why? It's not going to do anything to enhance it.
No, I wouldn't add sprinkles.
No, because you have the
poking them about sprinkles.
You have the hard stuff with the Reese's in there.
Yeah,
the Reese's Pieces, I should say.
The Reese's Pieces and the peanut butter. Mm-hmm. It is chocolatey. It is peanut buttery.
But it has the peanut butter sauce in it, which just makes it so magical.
Like, we've not really been a fan of all of the outrageous line of the adding Reese's Pieces to other the outrageous bar.
Leave it to Dairy Queen to make it right, you know?
And are these full-size Reese's Pieces or the smaller ones?
They're ground up.
They're ground up. But
gotcha.
they're from the original, they seem to be the regular size. So they aren't tiny, it's not any sort of...
And this is correct, folks. If you're sussing this out correctly, you're right. I did not partake in this outing.
You live further away.
Yeah.
They went. I saw pictures.
Also, the only reason I specifically, I did message both of them, I called out Brian because Brian lives way closer to where I was, and I was not going to wait for you.
I know, I was surprised.
You could have had two.
Because
while you're waiting.
I sent you a text back saying, on my way to break the rules, and you're like, okay, I'll wait. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I stood there and watched other people getting them, and just watched like the Dairy Queen line come and go, waiting for Brian. Because I felt like...
I mean, it was close to 8 p.m. That was a hopping place there.
Oh, that Dairy... Well, because that's a good Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And it is summer.
Right.
Yeah.
But at that time of night, I just didn't expect it.
Yeah, and it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday, something
I don't
like
know,
that.
whatever day, middle of the week.
But I felt like this is an experience I should share with my food soulmate.
Oh, absolutely, and it was worth it. You may have seen a picture with a little mystery logo on there. We weren't telling people. I did tell my coworker. I was like, you love peanut butter so much, I'm just going to spill it to you. And yeah.
But we're not going to say where the Dairy Queen is because we don't want them shut down.
But it's so good. You should all go out and get that.
But if you come and talk to me, I'll tell you which is the best Dairy Queen.
Well, you're going to have to wait a couple days to get it.
Yes.
Unless you have a
if you're
special
listening
Dairy
live.
Queen too.
Yeah.
Now, it's so good. Maybe it's time for me to drop the song that I did a couple of years ago. I did that parody of Dancing Queen called Dairy Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Should I just...
I think that's good.
I think our listeners
as
need
long
to know.
as when we get to the new Oreo, we don't do the Weird Al song that's kind of tied into the new Oreo.
Oh, okay.
We're only going to do one parody
No, don't think
song.
I haven't thought about that. We'll get there. But
I know, this is a one-song show.
Now, this is just, I have no vocal training, so I'm not trying to
And we don't have any musical instruments here in the studios, ironically.
This is a parody, so what, fair use, don't sue us anyone. This is ABBA.
Just get to it.
Okay, alright, so Friday night with no place to go. That doesn't mean that your night will blow. You can get off that sofa. You can have some plans if you put on some pants. And when you get the chance, let's go to Dairy Queen. It's so sweet, I'll eat 17 blizzards, but that's not obscene because they're mini. Line them up like a flight. Having the time of your life. Ooh, see what I mean? delicious ice cream. Have fun at Dairy Queen.
Ooh.
You know what I think was the most impressive part of that?
What's that?
You did that from memory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no,
He sings it every time he goes to Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I do. I know. Every time someone says to me, let's go to Dairy Queen, I think about it, to be honest. So I have to stop myself from singing it.
That doesn't seem like something you could just sing part of.
I have just done the chorus before.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can cut down that.
But it recently showed up in my time hop from like 2 years ago or something, so I listened to
Brian
it. Brian
finds Dairy Queen to be his muse.
It is. We could do
especially
so many...
peanut butter Dairy Queen treats.
I mean, Dairy Queen is my happy place.
It is. It should be everyone's happy place. I mean, even when they have those 4th of July blizzards that are, what they are. But it's a good place to go.
I'm just laughing at you trying to redeem yourself for saying not. That was the only time I've ever heard you say something that wasn't like over the top positive.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they were shards of glass.
There were shards of glass, and it felt like it. Anyways, so you were talking about the Rocky Road Trip Oreos and how you don't want to hear the "I Love Rocky Road."
Well,
it's not that I don't want to.
He was talking about not wanting to hear the song that this Oreo would make you think of. We never actually said what the Oreo was till just now.
It's Rocky Road Trip.
And I will say, it's not that I don't want to hear the song again. It's just that
I love Rocky Road.
Yeah, that's enough.
Now
I was thinking more of our listeners than of myself.
Sure. Yeah, I won't subject people to more than one song a week.
We kind of just did 2.
Yeah. Okay.
And these
are controversial already. Let's just say that we opened them up. They were kind of all crumbled.
They were kind of destroyed.
Yeah, and these came straight from the shelf to the studios here.
They were not understuffed. They were just messed up.
They were just wrecked.
Yeah, so I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
I wonder if I think that it felt like the cream was a little softer and it shifted.
That could be. It could be.
It seems like somebody put something heavy on top of it, but
regardless,
you didn't.
Yeah, but we should say what these are. This is your regular chocolate Oreo cookie.
Although they claim that there's marshmallow bits in the cookie.
Well, yes, no, it's the cookie with marshmallow bits and Rocky Road flavored cream with soy nut inclusions.
The marshmallow bits are in the cookie.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like there's
little white specks in the cookie.
Yeah.
Now what? It says Rocky Road flavored cream. Like...
It has with real cocoa, by the way.
Well, all Oreos have that.
I know, but I could really taste the cocoa versus chocolate.
I think because there's more chocolate in it, and it does have a little bit more of that chocolate ice cream flavor.
You know what I thought? This would have been fine as like the chocolate on chocolate Oreo if they just stopped trying to be cute.
With this, how many Oreos have had a chocolate cream other than the chocolate Oreos? I couldn't think of any off the top of my head.
The peanut butter pie one kind of does.
Okay, that's a swirl. Yep, that had a mix of it.
Oh,
the beloved Reese's peanut butter cup one, that was also a swirl though.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that wasn't straight up chocolate. So this is kind of a rare thing.
That one's a legend, the peanut butter cup one.
Yes, but it's kind of rare to get a chocolate cream. So it is very chocolatey, but it's not just chocolate. I don't really like the chocolate Oreos because it's not a lot of variety in the taste. It's just chocolate and chocolate.
And let's be clear, it's more like chocolatey and chocolatey. As much as they have real cocoa,
good call.
It's chocolatey and chocolatey.
Right. Yep.
I liked these.
They
seemed richer than... I mean, I know it's chocolate and chocolate, but I think the Rocky Road made it maybe a little richer.
They did, and they do have that marshmallow taste, and there are the little soy nuts in it as well, which give it a little texture. I'm happy that these are limited edition. I don't think I would want to keep buying them.
Yeah,
but they're good limited edition.
I would choose these over a packing peanut. But
easily over a packing peanut.
But I wouldn't pick them over a regular Oreo.
But would you pick them over a circus peanut?
Oh, yeah. That would have to be a yes.
Yeah, because I would probably eat a packing peanut before I eat a circus peanut.
Oh, that's just wrong.
These, I mean...
That's a whole other episode.
As with all limited... Not all, but most limited edition, these would be great to bring to a party because you only want to have a few and try them out. And, you're not going to necessarily need a whole package of them.
Yeah, these definitely fall into the novelty food, amuse your friends. I do wonder we haven't frozen them yet. Maybe for
We
a
have.
future
Oh,
episode.
that's true.
This might be another one that would benefit from the freezer. Generally, when if something is too strong, the freezer tends to level that out.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, with it being an ice cream flavor, I bet that because I think that saved the strawberry shortcut cake. I suspect that the freezer would be good for these.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly could.
I still would go for regular Oreo first.
Yeah, maybe.
Considering these are limited edition, I would not, because you can only get them now if I had to choose. But if these were permanent residents, I probably would go with the regular Oreo.
Right. Oh, yeah, I'd say if today you put 2 packs next to each other, which one would I take from first? I would take from this first, just from the limited edition. But if I were to go to a store craving Oreos, I would not pick this one.
Yeah, they did get a little cutesy with the name, because Rocky Road Trip. Why is it Road Trip? I know it's summer, but do they
maybe
subconscious take these on vacation?
It's a road trip.
No,
yeah.
they sell them in Colorado and other states, and they're different.
Instead of soy. Yeah, anyway.
You don't think that's true?
Rocky Road Trip Oreos. Oreo or Oreo? I would say Oreo.
Yeah, Oreo.
Yeah, but go home, you're drunk.
Sure, I'll buy that argument. But yeah, if you like Rocky Road ice cream, definitely check these out. Because they do taste like the marshmallow.
They're not a terrible Oreo.
No, not at all.
No.
Like we
really
had some
chocolatey.
of them where we're like, no, these are not a no.
Absolutely not. I would be curious to know how common it is for the packaging to get all janky.
Yeah, you'll
like
see
this.
pictures if you follow our social media.
But
and if you're
these-
not following our social media, follow our social media to see pictures.
These are all crumbly and sad.
I mean,
Oreos.
they're smashed and broken
Aw.
and just, yeah.
They're kind of like me.
Aww.
Danny's always smashed.
I'm broken. That's what I mean. And
That
smashed.
explains a lot.
So with that said, we'll move on. Listener Heather alerted us to some international treats at a local store here called United Noodle.
Thanks,
and
Heather.
Danny went on the excursion to go find us some.
I had the best trip to a store I've had in a very long time. But United Noodle, it's a grocery store, international grocery store, I think food distributor here in the Twin Cities. They have a tremendous selection of international snacks. So I went looking for the Kit Kats because these are hard to find. They actually are out of the one that they usually have, which is matcha, like a green tea.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I don't like Kit Kats that taste like grass.
Well, I like green tea, but I usually don't like green tea flavored food. But I would try them. I mean, I might like them.
Like green tea ice cream is one of my favorites.
Ooh.
I'm in.
I prefer black tea flavor.
But they had a few in from Japan, hard to find Kit Kats. And they probably still have some left. They had a whole end cap full of them.
Ooh, if you are in the Twin Cities area, do go to United Noodle and find whatever they have in stock.
We're going to talk about these, and I suspect, I know, I'm going to find them. So we had a cookies and cream Kit Kat.
So it has ice cream on the cover. It's cookies and cream, though.
There's it says strawberry cheesecake in the translation, although it looks more like strawberry ice cream.
Yes, it looks like
Or
a
maybe
strawberry fruit sundae.
shortcake. It's hard to know, but officially they're calling themselves strawberry cheesecake.
Yes.
And a dark chocolate one. And
Yes.
so we'll get to the Kit Kats first, and then a couple other treats that I was
Yeah.
pointed to by the management that I want to talk about.
These were kind of amazing.
I like them.
Yeah.
These blew my mind.
Yeah, because the other
They're
foreign
light
Kit Kats,
and airy, but still tasty.
Yeah, the other foreign Kit Kats we had were not necessarily that great.
Right. I mean, we did the taste off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we ever did a full episode on it, on just Nestle Kit Kat versus Hershey
with
Kit
a different
Kat.
kind of chocolate.
Because, America is sentenced to the Hershey's Kit Kat.
But we also had the orange and the strawberry from
somewhere else.
Yeah. These were, like I said, they're not as dense or something. They're full. It's not like they're empty, but they're just lighter.
The coating isn't as thick. Where the edges, you usually have a thicker edge around a Kit Kat.
Yeah,
I don't think these had that.
It's good. I'm saying it's in a good way.
Yeah,
This packaging, it might be because they're a snack size too. They're smaller.
Yeah, that could be
Kit Kat. But
let's talk about the cookies and cream one first. This tasted so much like an Oreo. Like, I thought that I was eating like an Oreo wafer.
And actually, to me, in some ways, it's better than an Oreo. It was to say it's like Oreo candy is true, but it's like Oreo candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you got rid of like the chocolatiness, it's like the best of all of it. It was like a cookies and cream ice cream. How you get like that different texture.
Mm-hmm.
I can't sing his praises high enough. This might be the best Kit Kat I've ever had. We've had a lot of Kit Kats.
Yeah, we have. Mm-hmm. This was, it's very good.
Right. If you left these at my house, this would be dangerous for me.
Yeah, like the cookies and cream Oreo. Like I've heard, like Japan they'd have a lot of varieties of Kit Kat. That's one of the things that they do. They have flavor contests. They're constantly changing and coming out with new flavors. And as we saw with Oreo, here sometimes those flavors can be hit and miss. These are like home runs.
Yeah, I was really expecting a chocolate wafer and covered with white chocolate, but it was so much better than that.
Yeah, the chocolate cookie bits, if there are cookie bits, but anyway, the flavor is so mixed in with the coating.
It's basically like
it's not just a few black specks in there.
Oh yeah, when you open it up, you expect to see a white coating, but it is a very dark coating because there's so much chocolate.
It's like they took Oreos, put them into a blender until they had Oreo powder or an Oreo flour, and just mix that in with the white chocolate.
Sorry, you're hearing rustling because we can't contain ourselves.
We're eating more of it.
So they're going to keep talking about the cookies and cream one, but I think let's talk about the strawberry cheesecake.
That was also really good.
Yeah.
Better than expected.
We have had some strawberry flavors that are very much a miss, but these were good.
Right.
This did not taste like strawberry quick.
Right. Mm-hmm. We had the strawberry Kit Kats. We had the New York strawberry cheesecake Kit Kats. Mm-hmm. These are not like that. These are because they have like against a white chocolate coating. I think that's where maybe some of the cream cheese, where like cheesecake is in the coating.
Yeah, it smells. The coating smells like cheesecake.
But then in between the layers, where it would normally just be ground up Kit Kat, those are pink, where the coating is white. So it's a different filling. There's a lot going on in this as well.
You can tell when you open it up and give it a good sniff. You can tell it's going to be a good strawberry flavor, like just based on that sign.
Right.
You can tell, like, oh, this is going to be super fake.
Well, and I will say with the dark chocolate, you think, oh, that's kind of a normal Kit Kat with dark chocolate. But
that was a good chocolate.
It was really good.
Like all three of them.
So, guys, you know what I want to do?
FMK?
Yeah. Frolic with Mary Kill.
Let's talk about the dark chocolate ones just a little bit more first.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed.
What?
Yeah, I wanted more of a flavor. I didn't feel like they had as much flavor when I expect dark chocolate.
I thought I had a good dark chocolate flavor, but again, it wasn't as dense or thick or hard as maybe we're used to here.
I thought it was very intensely chocolatey.
Yeah.
Like it was an intense dark chocolate.
Oh, I didn't think so at all.
But still kind of lighter and airier overall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the cookie and the filling.
Yeah.
As I continue to crunch away on more Kit Kat.
Into the mic. Yeah, I definitely tasted dark chocolate, but it wasn't like when I think I'm eating dark chocolate, how that should resonate in my mouth.
All right, then. So who wants to go first with Frolic and Mary Kill?
It is hard.
This is hard because normally there's at least one you want to kill.
Well, for me, I would kill the dark chocolate, not because they're bad at all, but because the other ones are so much more unique. And I could see myself having a more long-term thing with them.
I concur. The dark chocolate, it's better than most dark chocolate, than like the dark chocolate Kit Kats I can get here. But I could get this here.
Now I just noticed that it still says Nestle. Yeah, these are Nestle.
These are Nestle, yeah.
All right, excellent. International Nestle. I would marry the strawberry cheesecake. And I would frolic with the cookies and cream. I'd like a little sweet something on the side.
Huh. I mean,
the strawberry ones seem like they are more steady. They're going to be more... I'm going to enjoy them over time on a more constant level. Whereas if I want a little excitement in my life, I would go to the cookies and cream.
I'm the same but different.
Yeah? I could probably be convinced otherwise, too.
Yeah, so here's what I would do. I'm going to marry the cookies and cream one, but it's going to be that kind of marriage where you're just like frolicking constantly.
It's going to be an open marriage.
No, I didn't say open.
Okay.
I just mean like it's going to be like the honeymoon period is going to be like you'd be like, oh, you know what? We should like maybe get jobs and leave the house occasionally. Like we're going to have to sit down and have that discussion of like maybe we should do something else too, because there's starting to be a lot of kids here. And then I would frolic with the strawberry cheesecake because I did enjoy them, but that's the one I think I would tire of.
Well, I'm the host, so I'm different.
Of course.
I'm gonna kill the strawberry. I like it, but that's just I found the sweetest of them all, and it's just too much sweet. I'm gonna frolic with the cookies and cream because that's good fun. But I'm actually gonna marry the dark chocolate because although there's chocolate here and it sounds like a basic, I just thought it was so much better. And like I said, it's this weird combination, or maybe not weird, but just this combination of a good dark chocolate flavor with a lighter, airier texture. And plus, dark chocolate I can have with wine. I can have with ice cream. And for the people that like coffee, I can.
This seems like a very much like men are from Mars, women are from Venus kind of difference in selection here.
I will say, if you are a casual fan of dark chocolate, you might really like these because for me, I just had another one. I'm not getting a strong dark chocolate flavor. So if you're like, I kind of like dark chocolate, but it's a little too much sometimes. But if you might really like it.
You might need to have it with some port wine.
If you are a Kit Kat fan and a chocolate fan, though, I would have this over a regular Kit Kat.
Oh, absolutely, any of them, yeah.
Yeah, like if there was like a standard Kit Kat, that would be the dead and buried.
Yeah. So again, United Noodle, if you're in the Twin Cities area, check them out. We also have some potato chips.
We do have some chips
that are not meat chips. I'm so excited.
We'll see.
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right.
We're kind of like spoiling something else.
Not officially.
We're gonna see what they're called first.
Well, and I will say you dodged a bullet
because
they didn't. They were out of stock because they were, like I said, we walk around a little while. They sometimes have meat flavored Cheetos.
What meat
cheese
flavor?
And meat can go together.
I don't know. They just said I don't know. There's just occasionally they had a barbecue. They had a barbecue.
All right,
Cheeto. I didn't get that one, but they sometimes have a meat flavored Cheeto.
It depends on what meat it is. That's kind of a broad.
Right. I don't know what meat it is. But that's a bullet you dodged.
Okay.
Crawfish.
Oh.
No, that's not a meat. That's a fish.
It's an animal protein.
No. Anyways, we have some. They were excited that I had found these myself on the shelf, but the honey butter potato chips, which I found out are a staff favorite there. And they have two kinds. They have one from Hong Kong and one from Korea. And I believe these are the Korean ones.
And honey butter sounds like a Minnesota definition of interesting thing to put on a potato or potato chip.
But it
works.
It works very well.
You think honey butter is a good flavor, and then butter on potatoes is very
honey.
So
honey and butter and potato and this is a really solid.
Somehow it got it. It's really good.
Yeah, I really like these.
I can see why it's a staff favorite.
Yeah. What it brought to my mind is that if this brand has them in Korea and Hong Kong, and we've seen so many copycat foods, right? Like one brand comes out with some sort of flavor and then it kind of works its way through the system. Why don't we get these in America?
You gotta wonder about that marketing sometimes.
Right? Like, I've seen honey barbecue, but...
Right, yeah.
I mean, is there anything more really American than honey butter? Like, let's take, like, this pure fat and add sugar and add sweetness. Like, I love honey butter.
God bless the USA.
And, you put on your popover. But honey butter potato chips get a big thumbs up. And then...
it's a good flavor. I did like the flavor of it.
And then just salt flavor.
Then there's these Nissin brand just salt flavored potato chips, and they told me this was just like the favorite generic potato chip of the folks there. So I said, "Oh, we'll try it." we could go for some plain old potato chips.
Yeah, and I think Amy...
It smelled a little different than just a salt potato chip.
Yeah, and you said they taste foreign for some reason.
That was me
that was you, okay.
It's like they taste vaguely foreign.
Yeah, and they did. It was like, I can't quite... There's something there's an aftertaste.
I was trying to figure out if it was salt and butter flavor.
Yeah, no, I was like, something's not right here.
And then I read the ingredients, and there it was. Artificial chicken flavor.
Yeah,
yes.
That didn't...
I mean, it's not smack in your face artificial chicken flavor like the ramen.
And interestingly, it's the same brand that makes the ramen, and that the ramen Pringles were.
Yeah, that kind of killed it for me.
Did you like the chip? I liked the chip. I liked that it was a little bit different, and it wasn't in-your-face chicken.
I didn't like the aftertaste when you said that. It was like, that's why I didn't really care for it. The chicken flavor, for me, didn't really do much.
I snuck
It doesn't smack you. It doesn't smack you in your face with chicken flavor.
No, it doesn't. No, not at all.
No,
it's a little just different flavoring in there, but it's not
I thought it was interesting to just give like just a little essence of chicken. It was,
yes, to be Minnesotan, it was interesting. That's different. Mm-hmm.
I would eat these. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to buy them, but I would eat them.
Yeah, I would serve these if I had a party, and I was like, I want to like seem fancy and exotic. I would serve these and be like, I have these fancy potato chips from China, and they would be like, ooh, these do taste fancy, and then later on I would be like,
they're chicken.
That's artificial chicken.
Artificial chicken. Yeah, I wouldn't buy these, but yeah, if I were at a party, I would grab some.
Yeah, snackable.
Snackable.
A very snackable meat chip.
They are better than a packing peanut.
Makes me wonder if there's other hidden meat chips.
Ooh, yeah, like
they're called something
disguised
else.
meat.
Yeah, like they're cheddar cheese
hiding.
or something, and you find out there's chicken bouillon in them.
Well, that was way back in the day the secret to McDonald's French fries was they had a little bit of beef fat in the oil.
And then vegetarians couldn't eat them.
Right, and so they don't do that anymore. But that was like, so that would be kind of like a secret meat fry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's give them one more plug because they were very nice to us.
And
United Noodle in the Twin Cities.
They were super nice to us, and we're going to try to go back there and investigate some other snacks, maybe get some help from them.
But definitely go pick up some Kit Kats while they last.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God, run.
Because this is a special shipment that they received.
And also, we might be going there to buy the rest.
Yeah, so beat us there.
Take them on the road instead of the Rocky Road Trip Oreos when we go to Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
We are going to Vegas.
No, that's a plane trip, not a road trip.
But still.
Yeah. Which means we can carry them on.
Yeah, just again, another plug to keep your eye out on social media. We'll probably do a live stream of some sort, but if not, we'll be posting from Vegas.
We leave later this week, so let us know if you want us to do something. We'll take any suggestions that we're able to do.
And
Brian wants to get spanked. We know that much. At a food place.
Yeah, you can get that in a lot of different places.
I'm sure in Vegas you can find that. It's going to charge a little more, maybe. But,
it depends.
Yeah, we'll go to the restaurant where they do that.
You can maybe make some money too, just depending on the venue.
True. We'll see how gambling goes.
We could also take some bets over under on desserts on a plate.
Oh, right. We're sure to hit a buffet, and we will take lots of pictures of Danny's dessert strategy.
My parade of... We're going to have a parade.
But you're going to have 4 other people with you that will help you eat those desserts.
Yes, that will help. I'm not going to take any desserts until you come back. Then I can...
I build my own buffet. I don't know why you people have such a problem. That's true. I just mean you, Brian. Because the last time we buffeted, I got 10 desserts. Brian mocked me.
You came back with 10 desserts with no intention of eating them.
I ate every one of them.
You tasted every one of them.
That's eating. If there was a smaller portion, I would have taken less. And Amy was like...
I did not go to the dessert thing because I knew Danny was going to bring back.
Yeah, Amy said, I do not approve, but let me dig in.
Right.
Pretty much. He's going to get them anyway. Why let them go to waste?
Sure.
So, I take that as a tacit endorsement of my strategy.
I told you one of the few times we're sitting there and the waiter comes over and there's this table full of plates. I'm like, I am embarrassed right now.
Oh, please. This is the man that invented the sugar salad.
Yeah.
How many desserts did you get?
Well, no. How many did I finish? That's the real question. Like, I don't know, 4 or 5?
Something like that.
Okay.
But I finished all of them. So it's not about... if he had taken 10 desserts and eaten them,
And
no problems here.
How many of mine did you taste?
1?
Maybe. It wasn't even that much. You were just sitting there crying, hiding your face.
Mad crying.
With your face buried in 5 desserts that you finished.
Well, I had to hide somehow. We were in public and... So yes, I buffet shamed you for doing that, for wasting food.
I got the smallest available ones, and I even marched Bryan over to all the dessert display to show him all the desserts.
And that is when I took some more, because I was done.
Right, I'm like, let me show you all of the things I didn't
Bryan
get.
had to get ones that you didn't already have because for some reason he didn't want to eat the ones you brought.
Well, no, because they had cheesecake and you don't really care for cheesecake, and so that was
but
one
that
of the things
cheesecake wasn't good.
Yeah, it's buffet cheesecake.
Right.
It was worse than
and you
buffet
ate the whole
cheesecake.
thing?
It was grainy.
Yeah.
It was grainy.
Right. Like, why would you waste your... I
was done. I was done.
Were you? You had stomach space. You ate the whole cheesecake. You could have put something better in there.
No,
now I'm shaming you.
You always have to end with cheesecake because that's what triggers the gag reflex, and you just never know, like you have to push it in manually sometimes because it doesn't want to.
That is disgusting. And it makes me ask, if it triggers the gag reflex, does that mean you get to start again?
Well, I mean, if you don't stop it. Anyway, Amy, help us here because we're getting...
Yeah, I don't know that I want to end on a gag reflex.
So let us know any Vegas suggestions you have first. That won't make us gag.
Or, actually, I consider myself a Vegas expert. I would like Vegas requests.
Yeah, and you know what? We'll even say, we'll try and post things that are food related, but if you know of something really fun, I know Amy saw the Zoom line where they strap you in like Superman and let you fly down Fremont Street.
For
and
about 5 bucks.
Yeah, I found a zombie experience where you have to escape zombies. So if you got anything fun that you know of that we might enjoy,
you're gonna feed Bryan to zombies.
Yeah, that's a food related thing.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Let's go to Dairy Queen. It's so sweet, I'll eat 17 Blizzards, but that's not obscene because they're mini. Line them up like a flight, having the time of your life. Ooh, see what I mean? Delicious ice cream, have fun at Dairy Queen.